Okay, so we're going to start our new unit, our area, and then we'll go on to volume, and then we'll be done with our geometry stuff. So 11.1, finding the area of triangles and parallelograms. Well, a triangle is a three-sided polygon, correct?
Yes.
So a polygon is a shape, a closed shape. So what we're doing is basically finding areas of different polygons over the next week. So a parallelogram is something that has two sets of parallel sides. That could be a square, it could be a rectangle, it could be just a parallelogram. See, this is parallel to this, and this is parallel to this, okay? So the area of a rectangle, and you notice I didn't put a square on here, did I? No. A square is a rectangle, always. But is every rectangle a square?
No.
No. Okay, so the area of a rectangle is length times width, or sometimes you will get area equals base times height. Is that the same thing? Yes, base, height, length, width. Mm-hmm. So now we're going to look at a parallelogram, and I would like you to look at the drawings. If I made a right triangle right here, I cut this, and I actually could cut this into just a rectangle and two right triangles, couldn't I? And add them together. But what happens if I would cut this triangle off and place it over here? What do I get? Not square, a rectangle, correct? So a parallelogram is also base times height. Now, I would like you to notice in the picture is sometimes the height is inside the parallelogram, and sometimes you can record it where? Outside. Today, I would like you, and tomorrow, as we're learning new formulas, I would like you to actually write the formula every time. But when you say it out loud or in your head, I want you to say area equals base times height, not A equals BH. Because that means nothing, does it? Area equals base times height means something. So, the area of a triangle. Before we do that, I want us to look at the different triangles. I have a right triangle. I have just some scalene triangle here. And then I have another obtuse triangle here. The right triangle, the height is the leg of the triangle. Gentlemen, do we have problem? Okay. It's a worksheet. That's it. Okay. The scalene triangle, the height is in the middle of the triangle. And the obtuse triangle, the height is where? Outside. But you notice that the height always makes a right angle with the what? With the base. Okay, so the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Or you can also, I see some people write it like this, which I don't like and I will never do, but if you do, is it the same thing? Yes. Now, I just told you a parallelogram or a rectangle is base times height, and a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So what does that mean a triangle is of a parallelogram? Half of it. Because if I took two triangles, put them together, would I get a parallelogram?
Yeah.
Yes. So, find the area. So what kind of a shape do I have? A parallelogram. So, area equals what times what? Base times height. So, what's the base? 15. And the height is? 8. Now, remember that is 15. That's probably the only time I'm going to do it. Inches times 8 inches. Yes? Mm-hmm. So, 5 times 8 is 40. Carry a 4. 120 what? Inches what? Squared. Why is it squared? Because it's inches times inches. So that means it's square inches. So what's my next shape? A triangle. So the triangle area is what? Nope. 1/2 base times height. So 1/2. And what's the base? 12. And the height is 4. So I sometimes take it half of the bigger number. Sometimes I don't. It depends what the number is. So do you want to take half of 12 or do you want to take half of 4? You said 4?
Half of 4.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 4. I was going to ask you why. Okay, so half of 12, so 6 times 4 is 24. Now this one doesn't have any units, so I have to put units squared. Now, I usually have a person say, well, how'd you know 12 was the base? Well, I knew 12 was the base because where's the right angle from the height?
Right.
On 12, right? So could I have done a height this way? Yeah. Then what would have my base been?
9 or 5.
5. If I went this way, which would have been really weird, I guess it would have been outside, right?
Yeah.
No. No, it would have been this way. If I did this way, then my base would have been what?
9.
9. So just watch where that right angle's at. Okay. Well, this is a polygon. Why are these just called polygons? What? They have what? No, that's a pentagon. Why are these just polygons, guys? Why aren't they a rectangle or parallelogram or a kite or a trapezoid or... And actually, they're called complex because what do I have making up this shape? A square and a rectangle, correct?
A rectangle and a triangle.
A triangle, yeah. A rectangle and a triangle. So can I cut shapes into other shapes?
Yeah.
Yes. And if I know how to find the area of the little shapes, then what do I do to them all?
Find the area.
If I find the area of this and the area of this, what do I do with them? Add them. So my plan is going to be the area equals, well, the area of a triangle is what? 1/2 base times height, plus the area of a rectangle is base times height, or length times width, either one. This is kind of light, but you see that this 10 goes all the way to the top to the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, what's the base of this triangle?
9.
9. Because if it's 9 down here, is it the same up here?
Yep.
Yes.
So it's 1/2, 9. And what's the height? The height of the whole thing is 10.
4.
Sarah, how'd you get 4?
Because on the other side of it is 6.
Oh.
Yep, this side is 6. So that means the remaining has to be what?
4.
4. So are you going to have to do some looking and moving things around? Jenna, put your head up. And the rectangle then? 9 times 6. So I'm not taking half of 9. How about you? So half of 4. So 2 times 9 is 18 plus 54. And am I too low yet? So 272? 72 units squared. So I want you to try the next one on your own.
Okay. That's right.
Did you get 42 centimeters squared?
No.
No.
It wasn't just.
Did I do something wrong?
No, I did.
No, I'm just not done.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
same.
Okay, sorry. Did I do something wrong? Did you get 3 over here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So 4 times 3 is 12, and 5 times 6 is
30.
30. So why do we need this 8
Subtract it from the top.
to extract it from that other side? They love to put pictures like that on standardized tests for you to figure it out. Questions on those two? Okay. So that's why I say if you can learn squares, rectangles, and triangles, could you do about any shape?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. May take you a while, but yeah. Okay, so I want the area of the shaded part.
Oh.
Any ideas? What 2 shapes do you see?
And squares.
A triangle, and what's the whole thing? Rectangle. So what do I need to do?
Find a rectangle there, and a rectangle, find the area of the triangle, and subtract it.
Right. So I'm going to make my plan. So area of the rectangle is base times height, and I'm going to subtract the area of the triangle. So if I make a plan, does it make it easier than just like
Yes.
doing stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the base of the rectangle?
14.
14. How'd you get 14?
Add the 6 and the 8.
Add the 6 and the 8. What's the height? 4. Minus, well, 1/2. What's the base of the triangle?
7. Or no.
The base of the triangle, I would assume, would be where? 6.
So it's 30.
And the height then is outside of the triangle, but it's what? What's this height? Can you see that blue?
Not
Well, you know where I'm at. What's that height?
4.
4, because it's the same as out there, isn't it? So times 4. So 14 times 4 would be 56. We taking half a 6 or 4? 4. So I get 2. So 12. So 56 minus 12 is 44 units squared. That wasn't bad, was it? Okay, I did do something here. I made this a right angle. So make that a right angle here. That's on the big triangle. I took this picture from something else and it wasn't meant for this. So I want the shaded region.
Okay.
But what are my 2 shapes this time?
A triangle and a triangle.
A triangle and a triangle. So I'm going to take the big triangle and subtract the little one, right? So area equals 1/2 base times height minus 1/2 base times height. The big minus what?
Little.
The little. Okay, well, the big one I have the base, yes,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't have the height. But the little one, I have 2 sides of a right triangle, so can I find the hypotenuse?
Yeah.
Using what?
A squared plus B squared.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So this is going to be the square root of 144 plus 256, which is the square root of 400, which is 20. Is Pythagorean theorem ever going to go away?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so area equals 1/2. The base is what? 48. And the height is 20. Now, guys, does it matter if I put 20 first and then 48?
Yeah.
No, because it's multiplication and isn't multiplication commutative. You can
Yeah.
switch it. Okay, minus 1/2. And what's the base? Well, the base of this one is actually 12. The base is 12 and the height is 16 because where's the right angle?
Right there.
Right there. But again, does it matter if I put 16 and 12?
Nope.
No, but it is important that you know which one is the base, okay? The base is always with the right angle there. Okay, I'm going to take half of 20. Why am I taking half of 20 and not half of 48? Because it's 10. Is it easy to multiply by 10? Yeah. So that would be 480 minus, now do you want to take half of 12 or half of 16? 12? I'd take half of 16. I know 8 times 12. Don't you?
No.
It's 96. And well, 16 times 6 is 96 also, but I know 8 times 12, right? You should also. But does it matter which one I do?
Nope.
Nope. So now we got to subtract and do it right. So 4, 7 is 8, 384. And centimeters squared. Questions on that, guys?
Nope.
Okay, so the front of your worksheet is basically like the front of our worksheet, our notes, and some of these. And then on the back, they're going to make you, there's like 3 of them that are going to make you think, okay? Okay, so that's it for today's. We'll head